Page 25, Lament. They want you to play this with a singing tone. I got all kinds of problems with that one. Piano is a percussive instrument. When you play a tone on a piano, you can hear the hammer hit the string, actually. You can hear it, if you listen very carefully, you can hear that thud. It's very slight, depends on how good your piano is, but it's still there. And then once it's done that, the sound starts dying away immediately. If you had a wind instrument or violin or something, you could play the note gently and keep the sound going. Now, if I'm going to play something in a singing tone, I'm thinking more of a melodic type and connecting legato type thing, where I can control the volume of the tone after I start playing it. On piano, you can't do that. You can just play the notes. So the best we can do is to play this legato, and when I do this, all I'm doing is shifting weight from finger to finger. I'm not using the fingers to do it. Da, 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 da. They're very slight motions. I exaggerate them in the video so you can see them, but they're really very slight motions. And that's what we're after in this piece. It's all very sweet legato all the way through. The right hand starts the melody, but when you get down to the second line and the last two measures, the left hand gets the melody. And then the right hand gets it back, and you get, there's not a lot going on. Lament is, it's kind of a sorrowful thing. It's a, oh good God, what have I got done now? Type thing. I'm not in a lament mood, but we'll see. It might be time we finish this piece. You think you're a G major because the one, but the piece may not necessarily sound like it's in G major because each key has its own sound. If you don't know what those are, then no big deal. You don't know what they are anyway. I just want to warn you, like, look at the third measure in the right hand. You there? That sounds okay. If you take the left hand, you use G sharp B to the next measure. That sounds okay. Put them together. You get this. You see the accidental in the left hand, that G sharp, that applies from that point on to the rest of the measure for that staff. It doesn't apply to any other staff. So the G in the right hand, that's a natural. It's not a G sharp because you had it in the left hand, it's here. Then in the fourth measure it's this. Isn't that wonderful? And then reach up to the D. It's still wonderful. We'll go on to the next measure. You got to change your hand position. You get this. Are you lamenting yet? As it gets better. Second line, you're here. Keep going. So the harmonies here are a little different. It's what makes the piece. It sets the tone, helps to reinforce it all, and it's important. So watch these accidentals, because they're not necessarily what you may think they are. Watch the fingering. It's not going to stay in a nice, neat five-finger position. Just forget all that. Just watch it carefully. Now, the last measure of the first line in the right hand, it's a fourth finger on that, and you have to come up because you're playing little finger on the D right before that, and you got to come up. Well, it's a different phrase, so you can lift up and move. And then reach out with the little finger, get the G. In the next line, you have an E again. Use fourth finger, keep it there. This is quite common in piano. When the fourth or fifth fingers are a note apart like this, there's a note between them. Very common, and you need to be able to do that. So be aware of that. This fingering, you just got to watch it. Third line down, last two measures. Those whole notes, you're here at the hands. You have a C in the left hand, and then D, G. The C and the D are tied to the next measure. So when you get to the next measure, all you're going to do is play the A. The C and the D stay down. Careful on that. It's important that you get them. You see stuff like this in piano music a lot, and this is why I'm pointing it out, because you're going to get this more. Look at the last line, last two measures, whole notes. You have the G and the C in the left hand, and you have a D and a G in the right hand. Almost all of them are tied, except the C. The C isn't tied. The C goes to a B in the last measure. But you're holding all the other notes down, so that's the only. So be careful with that. Make sure you get that right. Yeah. Let's try this out. Common time back to 4/4. We're going to go really slow. I'll give you 4 counts. Let's play it together. Right hand here, and we're still in G major here, so all the F's are sharp. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, Four, 1, 2, 3, 4.